we're back. We're back.
Yes.
And we want to say congratulations to Cardi B.
Yes, that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yes.
Yes,
best rap album.
Yes, a Grammy. Look at that.
But
so there's a lot of hate going on, a lot of shade being thrown.
Yes.
And we're not here to get into that.
Nope. It's
because that lowers your vibrations.
Right.
Don't get into the drama.
Right.
But we're going to use this situation for a coachable moment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So this coachable moment is work at your relationships. You know, like we all saw basically what happened, what transpired with Cardi B and Offset's relationship because everything was so public. You know, because these two are always trending, and especially Cardi B, she's trending every day, nonstop. So it's a lot of attention on their relationship, on their marriage.
So, you know, quote, she says, they are working things out. They're good friends. They're good business partners. He's someone that she runs and talks to. I guess we just grew out of things, but we're working it out. So that's what she said.
Yeah, with both of them being in the public eye, and they kind of pulled in different directions, and they made time to try to come together and spend time. So, you know, that was a real connection that they had. A lot of times things kind of get in the way, especially with fame and money and all these things. But the biggest thing is knowing that this relationship means more than any money or fame or anything like that. Because this is something that a lot of couples nowadays, especially young couples, don't work at. They don't work at trying to mend and trying to find out reasons why and work past them. You know, it's easy to kind of swipe to the left and just leave that relationship other than actually work on it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a baby involved.
On to the next one, right?
Right. It's Coach's future. So she wants Cardi. She wants Offset to be in her baby's life. You know, she wants Culture to have a father that's going to be there to help raise her, to have both parents in the household. And I think that that's really something that a lot of people don't think about when they just kind of throw these relationships away.
And they're newly married.
Right.
You know, and really they kind of moved quickly into their relationship. So, you know, you go through those phases where everything's like, ooh, infatuation and honeymoon and it's romantic and it's great. And then once you hit about 6 months into a year, that's when you got to start working on your differences.
Right.
So that's major.
And then with them, it's amped up. And it's amped up because they have money, they have fame, they have popularity. So it's people coming at them at all times, all different angles, trying to find a way to kind of infiltrate their relationship, try to get attention, try to gain fame off their names as well. So it's a lot of things, it's kind of a lot of factors that kind of pull them away from really focusing on their relationship. They try to just kind of throw little negative things in there, maybe roadblocks or maybe even walls to kind of block them from getting to reaching their full potential, you know, which is having a meaningful relationship.
Right. So first and foremost, we want to leave you with the point that there's stages in a relationship and there's stages to dating. And how you felt during that first month of your relationship is not how you're going to feel a year, 5 years, 10 years down the line. So you have to be aware that that intensity is going to change. It'll be intense, but in different ways.
And just know how you got that person, the things you used to do, going out, whining and dining them, talking to them, communicating with them. They still want that because that's the person that they fell in love with. So why wouldn't they want that same type of energy?
So stage 1 is that attraction. Stage 2 is all the intimacy and the passion, and it's just new and great. Stage 3, now you got to work through your differences. And stage 4, once you work through those differences, now you got to figure out how to be you autonomously within the relationship.
And now this is a huge offense too, you know, as far as he was communicating with another woman. He didn't actually go through with it as far as dating her or having sex with her or anything like that. But just the thought of it made him kind of lose his family. So, and in turn, he had to kind of turn things around by being transparent.
Yes.
And we all seen his transparency. And I think that's something that actually made her look at coming back to him by him being so transparent. And also people attacking him.
Oh,
left and right.
Yeah.
You know.
She's like, hey, that's my child's father. Don't come at him like that, right?
Yeah.
So Summer Bunny, is that her
Summer
name?
Bunny.
I mess up names all the time, y'all. So
She
y'all
can.
correct me, please. But yeah, that was the mistress,
Mm-hmm.
and she stated, "Hey, we stopped messing around right before the baby was born." So she states, "Oh, I didn't know they were that serious."
Mm.
Yeah, okay, but ultimately, that is what broke them apart. So to come back from that, there are things that he had to do to make sure that he can regain that trust.
Right.
Right? So we always tell our couples in our coaching sessions, especially when there's any type of infidelity involved and they need to overcome that there's three things you have to keep in mind. And it's not going to happen overnight.
No.
We see that a lot. Oh, the guys, oh, yeah, I said I'm sorry.
She just won't move past it. She keep bringing it up. And so the thing is, a lot of times when we say, okay, I'm sorry, will you accept my apology, will you take me back? When they take you back, it's like, okay, I'll take you back, but I'm still hurt from this offense. So you have to work your way back. You don't start off come right back to where you were. Now you have a lot of ground to make up because now you have to build trust again. You have to be transparent. A lot of people don't really have the patience to even do these things because we want a quick fix. We want them to accept our apology and move forward. But a lot of times, the person that is still hurt from that offense, they'll accept you back because they want to try to get back to that sense of normalcy as soon as possible.
Right.
But the thing is they still are hurt from that offense. And those things are going to come up. Unless you work on those things, then that's just something that's laying in wait that's going to come up in an argument or a conversation in the future.
So if you're trying to come back after cheating, put it all out there. That's the first thing you need to do is just say, hey, this is what I did. I'm sorry.
People want to know. And a lot of times when they find out, then that can start the healing process.
That starts the process.
Right.
Now, the person that's been betrayed, you can't keep ruminating on it. You have to move forward. And I understand if that person is still doing things that make you suspicious, it's difficult to move beyond it.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to at some point forgive. So just be mindful of that.
Because
Okay?
those things, each time that person says, I'm sorry, and then they do another thing, then that just adds more and more distance in your relationship. So that does not build trust, that takes away trust.
It does. So you have to be transparent. Yes. And one thing that Offset did is he got rid of his phone line and got a completely new number that she has a complete access to. So that was very important to Cardi that she know what's going on with his phone, because that's the gateway to a lot of things.
It was important to both of them because for him to take that step, that's a huge step. To take that step to change those numbers is letting her know that, look, I'm all in this relationship. And then that's what women need to feel like you're all in, is to be transparent, especially when you're trying to work back from an offense like this.
So the next thing that has to be done is grand gestures.
Yes.
So you have to really kind of put in work now, because now you're trying to rebuild that trust, that intimacy, that passion that the offense took away, so to speak. So you have to add more into the relationship. So grand gestures are major things,
And a lot of times, if you're not willing to put in that extra time, that extra work, then that person isn't worth it to you. That relationship isn't worth it to you. But if you're throwing away that relationship, think about all the other relationships that are connected to that. Because we're all connected. So if you leave your baby's mother, then of course you're leaving the baby as well. I'm not saying that you won't be a good parent or anything like that, but that structure of the family household, having both parents in the household to learn from to have that structure is kind of damaged now. So it's hard to work back from that. So just know that when you are trying to do these things, think about all the lives that you're going to be hurting by breaking up the marriage, and then also think about the lives you're going to be helping if you decide to move forward and mend this relationship.
Because there's soul ties.
Yeah.
So, we karmically connect in a lot of ways. So
Connects
just
y'all.
be mindful. Okay, so grand gestures, right? So Offset, remember everybody was upset when he showed up at her concert with roses, saying, "Take me back, Cardi." That was a grand gesture.
That's a grand gesture.
You see?
Another grand gesture is when he went on Instagram and he said, "Look, I wasn't trying to get with that girl. I was just entertaining it." So he basically kind of poured his heart out, letting everybody know. And I think that that's the one thing about it, is because he publicly embarrassed her, that it was important for him to go and be publicly open to the things that he did and to let her know that this is what it is. So the people that heard what happened, he's also letting them know that this is what I did. It came directly from the horse's mouth, and I want to make amends. I love my wife. I miss them. I want to be back with them.
Right. Grand gestures have to come from your heart space.
They have to.
They have to come from your heart.
And they will know if you're genuine or not.
Yes. So things like that maybe this person has been asking you to do for years and you haven't done. You know?
Do those things.
I don't know. Learn how to dance or join the gym or book a vacation that they've been wanting to go on. Or, I don't know, taking time away to plan something really special and unique to that person. You know?
What I found is small things too. Like say, wash a dish. You know, cook that person a meal. You know, take that person out shopping. Spend more quality time with that person. Take that person out. Spend that time that you're supposed to spend with that person, because that's the thing that's going to actually make them want to be closer to you. In the beginning, they're not going to want to be around you because they're upset with you. But if they decide
and giving their space.
Yes. If they decide to let you come in and try to make amends and fix things, then you have to have patience.
Yes. So, you know, with bouncing back, you got to have those grand gestures. You have to be transparent, and you have to do things from your heart space. Be open. Express yourself freely. Tell this person exactly how you feel.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's what we've learned from these two.
You know, I want to say congratulations, and we're going to be praying that your marriage works. We're going to continue to send good vibes, good energy to your relationship, because we hear a lot of comments, a lot of people commenting about their relationship, this or that. And nowadays, it's just so easy to kind of leave relationships, and people don't really work at it. You know, and if you love somebody, it's worth going that extra mile for them. It's worth working it out. It's worth talking to them and trying to find out and understand where we went wrong and how can we fix these things and how can we move forward as well.
And that's our mission, is to help you solve your anger and relationship problems.
Yes.
Because that's really what matters beyond this lifetime and into the next one.
It's all about relationships.
Yes. How did you love others, and how did you love yourself?
Yes. So we want to say congratulations again to Cardi B for winning that Grammy. Huge. Best rap album of the year. Huge. Also, congratulations to your newfound marriage, because we don't want to go back.
No.
This is a new beginning.
This is a new beginning. You've grown and you've learned from this experience. And you know what things make you vulnerable to situations such as this. So now going forward, this is what you're willing to do.
Right. They're going to make it. They're going to do the extra.
Yes.
They're going to put in the extra work. Hey, we signing off. Mine's life.
I'm alive, 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine, 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout, take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want a good tomorrow, it's pretty simple, gotta find a way to follow. And if you do, you have
The Myers helped me face the issues that were tearing my relationship apart. They provided a safe environment to work through those difficult issues associated with our children, work, finances, trust, and intimacy. I feel I achieved a closeness and a renewed commitment to my relationship. I highly encourage couples to face their challenges and give the Myers a call.
We want to thank the Myers for all of their support. We were on the brink of a divorce.
We just could not communicate. We would have the same argument over and over again.
But after a great deal of reflection, we actually enjoy being around each other again. You taught us skills that have helped us manage conflict.
Yeah, we had a great spiritual conversation with a couple that had vested interest in helping us find our peace.
As a startup entrepreneur, I have been able to leverage the Myers coaching. First of all, They are a sounding board for my personal anxieties as I develop and fine-tune my leadership. I would get so irritated. I now have a plan to manage my anger and a support system that holds me accountable. They are non-judgmental people with tremendous skill and talent, an asset for anyone trying to develop professionally.